Hello everyone, I am Komal Mehta, teaching as an assistant professor in CSC department at St. Andrew Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. Today, in the series of course Web Development, I will cover about what are the platforms we can use to create a website, to advertise our website, and how to host the website, what are their basic requirements, and what are the services provided by the web hosting. Before start the topics, we firstly know about what do you mean by a website, how to cast a website, and what are the purpose of designing a designing a website. These all are discussed in my previous videos, so you can go through from that video. Now, in this video, our objective is to learn about hosting the services and various platforms with their services. So, let's start the topic. There are multiple platforms available to use a website to advertise our website. First one is a blog. We all know about the blog. That is a site used to post online diaries, which may include discussion forums in which we can discuss so many times with our point of views. So anyone can discuss like a group GD, we can say, because there are so many multiple users at different place, but they can communicate with the help of blogs and write out their point of views. But these are next is forum. That means to discuss various topics where people can discuss anything. That is also a same platform. Next is mirror site. That is a complete reproduction of a website. It means we have original website and we have another website. If we want to modify the website, then we will do it in a mirror site, not on original site. Next one is social networking site where user could communicate with one another with the help of any GUI medium, that is any media such as pictures, videos, blogs, etc. This also include web applications or a games. Next is Wikipedia where users simultaneously edit as per their point of views. For example, Wikipedia where anyone can edit the data. Next is web portal that provides a starting point or a gateway to other resources on the internet or the intranet because it helps in combination to create other resources linking. Next is search engine site, a site that provides general information and intended as a gateway or lookup for other sites. For example, Google, Yahoo. We can search anything with the help of Google. So this is the best example of search engine. School site where teacher, student, administrator can post information about current event involving in their school. For example, right now I am in a college, St. Andrew Institute of Technology and Management. So SAITM, there it this organization has its own website. So any event of happened in the college will be mentioned in that site. So each site belongs to education part is called as a school site where any event updated or anything else happened will be updated about student requirements, student performance, examination criteria, etc. Next is site, a site where person with similar interest can communicate with each other. Here the best example is Facebook or Instagram. We subscribe the particular person which belongs to our similar interest. For example, if I like books, then the person who likes similar type of books then will be tagged in that video or will accept my friend request. So that is called a community site. Next is corporate website, used to provide background information about a business, organization, or a service. This is completely organization based. Whenever we are going to start any business, then we must know about the particular organization. With the help of that, we can tie up or not. We will decide whether it is appropriate or not. So that is a corporate site that that complete the information about their background. Now, web hosting. After the completion of website creation, casting, broadcasting with the multiple platforms we can use. Now, how we can host the website? The type of internet hosting service that provide individual, institution or users with online system for storing information, images, videos, audios or any content accessible via web. That means to save the information about anything in online medium in web is called a web hosting. So, web hosts are the companies that provide space on a server they own for use by their client as well as providing internet activity. It means we can say that web hosting, you build a beautiful website and want to market it into the world. To do this, we need to choose a web host. So we can upload our files to the server. It is displayed on the web. Once I created my page, my web, it must be uploaded in the website so that it will visible via web. So that act will be done with the help of web hosting technique, or web hosting companies will be selected by so many criteria that help in efficient way of the website. These are the basic requirements to host a website. Firstly, the domain name. It means to choose a domain name that reflect our business or a product. We need to be make sure about the domain name we choose because it is desired we choose is available must be short, easy to spell and easy to remember, or we can say it must be user friendly because as much short the name is, it is more remember, right? So easy to remember, easy to spell and short is the main criteria to select a domain, and that will definitely reflect our task. Next is web hosting provider. Web hosting provider means the that has been business for a year and have enough storage, enough bandwidth to host our website. So we need that provider that help in a storage space and the bandwidth we want easily accessible. Next is website files. Place our website in one folder in our computer so that it is easy to find and easily uploaded to the web server. These are the things that we have to remember to make our task easy. Next is FTP software, file transfer protocol, as FTP name suggests. It helps in transferring files from our computer to the server with the help of services that web hosting will be provided. If you don't have FTP server software, then there may be some issues created. To create a website on a web server, we need all these things. First one is domain name that helps in remember. Next is web hosting provider that helps to transfer the data from one place to another and increase the bandwidth and storage capacity. Improvise. Next is website files. Whatever we want to upload, we have to merge that file or put them in a single folder so that easy to search. Next is FTP software that helps in transferring file to our system to the server. So now we can say web hosting is done, but it is of multiple types. First one is free. Next one is fee based. That means we have to pay for hosting. And next one is dedicated. It is a combination of free and fee based. But there are some pros and cons of all the scenarios. So firstly, discuss about free. There are so many services that provide free hosting facility, but they provide the free hosting, so that's why there are some drawbacks also, that is traffic or a visibility, because traffic of the site could be poor as natural search engine won't rank you well, because standard everyone creating their website and use a free hosting, then there are so many users who have their website, so ranking will be not in appropriate manner. And also it has one more cons, that is limited functionality. We can't access everything. Next one is fee based. Another alternative to host a website is a fee based. So in our organization that has IT setup resource, it is chargeable with storage space requirement and functionality are paid in web hosting services. Right. And the third option is dedicated, where user gets his or her own server and gain full control over it. We need to keep our computer online 24/7. One thing I missed here is that in free we don't have our own server. We have a server, separate server, and but the functionality is limited. But in web hosting, that is fee based, that helps in our own server access. We have complete authority to access. We have so many functionalities and we have our own database to use. How can we manage? We will completely depend on ourselves, not on any other company or any other organization. But in dedicated, it helps in the organization in free based as well as fee based. So the combination, that means we can say it is a hybrid. So here the server is our, and we have also a full control over it, but we have to keep our system online. That means 24/7 we will be available, and this is not damn expensive in comparison of fee based. There are some steps to host a website. So what are these steps? Now let's discuss. Firstly, buy the URL. We have to purchase the URL. Just a sec. Yeah. Firstly, buy the URL. URL means Uniform Resource Locator. The domain name we want to register to select. So we have to must aware about that domain name. Yeah, next is check website hosting information. That means there are different packages, different plans, information, how much amount they will give, what are the IP address they will use, what are the server they will use. So we must aware about that also. After that, uploading the website. When we upload our website, that will be display on the site on the internet in 24 hours. That means a day, and updated again and again. Once we choose the website company and pay the fee, then the website can be uploaded to the server. So firstly, we have to pay some charges that are helps in uploading the website. And next is modifying the website. Once hosted can be updated, that website we can modify our website as we require. So that information we want to add it, or email link or a feedback and chat room is all is added at runtime as well. That means at a dynamic site also. Choice to earn money. This is completely your choice with the help of AdSense advertisement. If you want to choose the earning source, then it is free as well as chargeable. So that is completely your choice, that you want to earn money with the help of that website or not. If you want to wish to earn money, then you have to must pay for a website. These are the some basic features that web hosting have. So firstly is the email account. Email account means it requires to the user to have their own domain name. So email account must exist to consist of their own domain name. Next is FTP access. That means uploading files from local system to the web server, as I discussed previously. WordPress support is an online web creation tool. It is a powerful blogging and a website content that helps in the website content, how to create a website, what are the templates we want to use. So we will do with the help of that support. Web hosting must have a database to save the data about the information, whatever we require. Now, the next topic is web hosting services. Web hosting services are of so many ways. The specific web hosting plan we choose will depend upon the type of website we want to develop and the features we want. If we are serious about online business, hosting a company, then we must be think about the reliability, about the performance, about the customer service, and at last the price. These all are the basic concepts that we must want if we are serious about that. And if we are at a learning phase, we just create our website and want to see how to host, then we have to prefer freebies. But if you are creating your own organization, if you want to start your own organization, then hosting is required. And to choose the service, we must be aware about the service platform we want to use, whether we are choosing a reliable source or not, whether the performance of that company is appropriate or not, customer service is appropriate or not, is available 24/7 or not, and what is the price, is it reasonable or not. So all these are the concepts basic we have to aware about all these. So we can say there are so many consideration before hosting the website that we have to aware. Firstly, platform. The two main server available is Unix and Microsoft. Unix is as far as oldest we all know, but the multi-user server platform. Here, Microsoft got into multi-server user platform only few years ago, but Unix is oldest one. Linux is based upon the Unix operating system and used for a same purpose. User is of Unix is of low priced and more stable in comparison of the Microsoft. Next one is features, determining what are your minimum requirements, what are whatever we want to find out with the help of that, whether the hosting is available that one or not. So we know about that also. What are the connections we have provided, that means internet backbone is available or not, so we have to aware about that also. Next one is server speed. Server speed means we can say there are too many brands and a type of server machines. Pentium processor are the industry based. Most cheap hosting service cut cost by using inexpensive server, which typically run at less than half the speed of good machine. So we can say overload the server capacity with too many traffic website to maximize the profit, because once we use our server, we have to access with that. Next is reliability, as this is the main concern about the web hosting. Many web hosting services claims about the 99% up to time, because this is the most important. But don't take their words on this, because it may be unreliable as well. There are so many virtual hosting services with compelling website and substandard server with non-existence technical support. They don't provide us technical support, but they will say they will provide a 99% support. Ask someone that who has used their service if you can, because the feedback is too much important. If anyone using already using that particular web hosting service, then it's good for us to get a proper feedback. And if not, then uh, if, ask him to return back if the service is not available. This is a completely customer communication. So whenever I am purchasing anything and that will be not working properly, then I will definitely complain to the owner, because this is not working properly. So every customer must require to know about the reliability before using it. Everyone is saying that it is reliable, but we don't take their words, right? We must get any feedback with the help of existing one, so that we are sure about that. Next is support. Everyone says here is a 24/7 support available, 24/7 support available, but the thing is that usually 24/7 means you can email them to 24 hour a day, and they respond within 24 hour. One thing we have to aware about that, because there are so many services, so many system who create autoresponder support. So they pretend us that they are 24/7 available. No, these are not available. They completely automated system can cause. Most web hosting companies only support the basic operations of our hosting account and they won't assist with installation. So we have to aware about that, whether this support in actual or not, whether they are fake or they are real, because 24/7 available, we every time we seems to say that if the task will be not done, then I'll be available 24/7. Yeah, they will say, but they will not available. They will activate their autoresponder support system that will message us or that will email us that yeah, we will come and etc etc. Some mail is mentioned here, right? But they will not come, they will ignore that. So focus on the support system as well. Next is location. Internet is a international marketplace, right? But the distance does not matter. As the distance increases between the server and the client, they are typically increased number of connection between them, because distance always matters. This can be slow paging load and increase the likelihood page may found error or may not found error. It is as simple as that when I am using a hotspot of my phone with my system, but my phone is far from my laptop, so the range goes decreasing. In similar way, we can say the distance matter. As far as the distance between the server and the client, the working process or a page loading is slow. That helps to find out error, but we not need to find error, then the location we have to focus. Next one is price. This depend on completely customer requirement, whether you are choosing the reliable support technical support system or not. If you are not using any of that support system, you does not affected by the location, then you got a free price or a cheap price of web hosting services. But if you require the all the major concepts, then we have to pay, and that is not that much cheap in comparison of that one. Now the next one is one thing here is web hosting work. So how to work a web hosting? Web hosting happens when the files that make up a website are uploaded from local computer to the server. As I discussed, it is done with the help of FTP server that helps in transferring the file from local computer to the web server. The server resources are allocated to the website using it. That means server resources are the RAM, their hardware space, their bandwidth, and so on. So all these we have to know about that. The division of the server resources varies depending upon the type of hosting plan we choosing. That means we are choosing free based, fee based, or distributed, or the hybrid one, and what are the services we want, that is reliable location and so on that I discussed. So on the basis of that, the division will be done, sources will be done. To choose the appropriate hosting plan, we first need to differentiate between the plans available. There are so many plans available. We have to aware about each one and then differentiate between them, and uh, think about what we actually requires. This does not get us complicated. For on the basis of that, aside from the style of the office we use, there are some other consideration, that how easy the rooms are to access, which functions they offers, what are they located, sorry, where are they located, and the overall cost. These all are the aspects that we have to think before choosing the plan. These considerations will determine you need and help to decide which type of plan is right for you. Let's compare and then select. So compare and then select act as a appropriate selection. Now, one thing is that there can be a shared hosting as well. It is similar to renting a workstation in busy, noisy, open platform or co-working space. That means to help in a busy manner, how can we communicate, how can we share our resources? This is done by shared space. A desk internet connection, some stationery, and you share the space with a coworker, including the printer, kitchen, restroom. We can't do any makeover to the space, such as installing whiteboard, etc. This is popular option for launching a small website, but not at a large scale. The simple and the basic example of small workspace, that is share workspace, is that for example, I am working in one organization where only 5 faculties in one department, right? So there is only one printer to print any quiz, any assignment for that particular department. So we all 5 have to share that printer, right? This is a shared one. We don't have a separate printer. We all don't have a separate printer. We have to use that single one and create any number of copies for our department. For example, I am from CSC department. So for CSC department, there are 5 faculties in CSC and one printer is available. So we all 5 have to use that single printer. We can't do any makeover in that space. We have to use that single one. That is called a shared space. Next is virtual private space. In virtual private space, users are isolated from each other. You have a neighbor, but you are less dependent on them because you have your own resources to perform any task. You like to organize your workstation as your own. For example, I am working in an organization where each person have their own server, have their own system, have their own resources individually. So that is called a virtual private place. But this is not existing. This is completely a virtual, because as in any organization there is not a single person where everyone have a single resources, because as we all know we have a limited resources, so we have to share these resources to perform well and efficient way. So that is a virtual private place, virtual space. This is all about web hosting and how to host a website. This is the basic working about that. So about this video, we have some short key points. These are: what do you mean by a domain name? How can we, what are the features of them? How to host a website? When we host a website, there are some basic requirements. What are these? The types of requirement, that is fee, paid or dedicated one. Next is there are some features as well. What are these one? After that, the some steps of a website to choose a web domain name, web hosting information, file server. What do you mean by a file server? And how to work a web hosting? What do you mean by a shared space? What are the private space? This is all about web hosting.